So you would be the one who know better information if you watch my video. In this video, I think it's quite good news for many of you who are looking forward to come back to Thailand, especially non-immigration visa. If you want to know, please watch until the end. สวัสดีค่ะ It's me Teya Suchira. If you want to know more about Thailand, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss anything about my country. Greeting from my farmhouse. Greeting from my farmhouse. You may feel like, wow, this is like a new place. I never seen this kind of setting, lighting before. This is my house. Very small size, very small little bungalow, but you know, so nice to be back to be with my parents. So I'm so sorry, like the lighting is a little bit dark, but of course about information that I'm going to talk with you today is going to be good. Well, I talked with you about the special tourist visa in my previous video, and today I have even more update because we are now having 6 group of people who can come to enter Thailand from October. So don't let me waste time. Let me tell you who is the first group. So the first group who can come to Thailand is a foreign athletes participating in a cycling events between 6 to 16th October. So this group of people, they have to do a quarantine. I mean, when I talk about quarantine, every group who I'm reading, everyone have to do a quarantine, okay? But these people who are coming here, they're going to do a quarantine at Ratana Kosin Hotel, and after that they're going to join the events, which they're going to start it to do a cycling from Samut Songkhram, Phetchaburi, Prachuap Khiri Khan, Chumpon, Ranong, and Surathani. And also next year in January, Thailand also going to have a big events for sport as well, which is called BWF World Tour or the Badminton World Federation Tour. So it's going to be happened next year in January. So they are coming to Thailand as well. The second group is a group of pilot and crew of Thai Airways International on a repatriation flight. Sorry, again, I still don't get used to with this new word. So they have 340 pilots and crew who have to come here and do a quarantine when they come back to Thailand because, you know, they have to fly everywhere. But the third group, this one is very interesting because I think many of you can come with this group. The third group is non-immigration visa holder without a work permit with a business in Thailand. You know, these announcements I heard from many news, and also I listened by my ears from the spokesman of the government. He just mentioned about this, but I found some extra news from Thai Post daily newspaper. Only one source that I found, and I found like I'm not sure like why only Thai Post report about this. Thai Post newspaper report about this detail of non-immigration yesterday evening. So which it means that even within 24 hours, it's still like very new. So I guess it's not all news. And also it's probably like executive information that only Thai Post have it. I'm not sure. So, but however, I feel like, you know, this is very reliable newspaper as well. Just in case you never heard this information from anywhere, no worry. You hear from me because I hear from only one newspaper that I heard from Thai Post as well. So I'm going to put the link of this news of Thai Post. Unfortunately, it's in Thai language, but in case you have Thai girlfriend, Thai family, so you can send this link to let them check it again. So just in case it's not updated, but at least you can keep this information as general information and then you can find out it later. But again, I think positively that this news could be like executive news. So you would be the one who know better information if you watch my video. So Thai Post say that there are two groups of the non-immigration that they would be allowed. The first group will start it from 29 September, and the first non-immigration is called OA. OA non-immigration, which is like a foreigner who is older than 50 years old, and you just come here without doing any business. You're going to stay here in Thailand for 1 year, and you have to show the bank statement, which is Thailand bank statements, and you must have money saving in the bank statements at least 800,000 baht. So this is the first group of non-immigration, which is OA non-immigration. The second one is non-immigration OX, and this is a person who wanted to stay here for 5 years, and you have to be older than 50 years old, and you are a person who come from 14 countries, which is from Japan, Australia, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, Canada, and USA. Okay, so this is 14 countries that you are allowed to come here as the first group. And also you need to show the bank statements, which is from Thai bank statements, and you need to have saving money at least 3 million baht. And then also you need to have the health insurance, which is take care of you during your staying in Thailand as well. And also another group of the non-immigration which will be allowed to come here, which is started on 9th of October. We have 4 groups of non-immigration visa. The first one is non-immigration visa, which is called Code B. The Code B is like a person who come here for a business, and you can stay here for not more than 90 days. The second one is EX non-immigration visa, and this is a person who come here just like workmanship, you work and later you are allowed to stay here for not longer than 90 days. The third one is called RS non-immigration visa. This is like a person who come like a scientist, something about teaching, education. So you also allowed to stay here only 90 days. The third one is a visa, tourist visa. So this one is called TR tourist visa. So this one I'm going to tell you for the next one. The fourth group that the government allow you in is long stay tourist or a special tourist visa. This is, I think you know a lot because I talked for a few videos already about STV visa. So STV visa definitely started because we already got STV tourists starting to come to Thailand. This kind of tourists who already booked and plan to come here, can you guess where they're from? Guess? Well, they are from China. We are starting to have a group of Chinese who willing to come here as STV visa. The first group, they are starting to come to Thailand on the 8th of October. They come here as charter flight by Thai Smile Airways, and they come from Guangzhou, and they just fly directly to Phuket. They're going to stay as a quarantine in Phuket. So when I say quarantine, wherever outside Bangkok we call alternative local quarantine. So in Thailand, we also have a few cities which can be an alternative local quarantine. So right now we have Phuket as a choice for you to stay as alternative local quarantine, Phuket, Chonburi, and Buriram. Chonburi, I can say Pattaya, you may heard about it better, and also Buriram. So no Chiang Mai. Some of you asked me if you can stay in Chiang Mai. No Chiang Mai, okay? So the first group, we got 150 Chinese people who are willing to come, and also people in Phuket, they say they are so ready to welcome tourists to come here. So right now we have 5 hotels in Phuket for alternative local quarantine, and also more hotel in Phuket, they are starting to join as well. So it's going to be enough room, and they expected to have the room for quarantine for 1,220 rooms at Phuket only. When I talk about Phuket, please do not feel confused about Phuket model that I talk about this in a previous video. So that kind of plan, forget about it, okay? No more Phuket model or anything about it. So this one, they say, is called Thailand model. So people can come directly to Phuket, or they come directly to Bangkok, but it's not particular place. No more Phuket model. So just forget about the old idea. So new idea, it's just like, it's a choice for tourists wherever they want to stay. But Phuket is also very easy for them because they have direct flight and also international airport that they can fly straight to Phuket as well. And also another group of tourists who are coming is just like a private jet. They are also Chinese business people coming here from China and go straight to Bangkok. It's just only 7 Chinese business people. And also on 25th of October, we have also another Chinese tourist for 126 people come straight from Guangzhou and then go to Bangkok. So they're going to have a quarantine in so many alternative state quarantine hotels in Bangkok. And also on the 1st of November, we also have the tourists from Scandinavia, from Europe, which is 120 people flying from Europe and then go straight to stay at the alternative state quarantine in Bangkok. And also everybody have to stay for alternative state quarantine for 15 nights. And the government say that they're going to see if this first group who are coming here, they also kind of good, no positive cases, and it seems like good and safe, they would consider to reduce to 7 days quarantine and even 6 hours quarantine. So if you can wait, I think you probably good to wait and see, because it could be a better way later in the future. It could be 7 days reduced or even 6 hours reduced. I hope it would be nice. Unless if the pandemic is still bad again. So I hope not. The 5th group is the holder of APEC cards. So whoever has APEC card, you can come here. What is APEC card? APEC card is Asia Pacific Economic Operation. So this card is just like for business people who come here. It's just like a Visa card when you come to do a business, and then it can be even like multiple entry. APEC visa, they are allowed to come and stay for 60 days, not more than 90 days, okay? They're going to consider to have 8 cities of APEC card to come here, which is from New Zealand, Australia, Singapore, Malaysia, South Korea, Japan, China, and Hong Kong. And of course, they have to do a state quarantine. So for APEC card, they expected to have like 100,000 people would come to Thailand. And also the 3rd group is going to be a foreigner wishing to stay at least 60 days, and then you can even extend for another 30 days if you wanted to extend. So I think this kind of group, whoever want to come here and travel for you can stay for a month, I think this one you can come here because they let short stay and long stay tourists to come here. So this one though, you have to show the bank statements of 6 months, at least 500,000 baht in the bank account. And if you're interested, this one is run by Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So you may want to contact the Thai embassy in your country about this kind of visa. Talking about the bank account when you apply the visa, I would love to share my experience with you. I mean, for you guys who come to Thailand before, you never done this before and you feel like, oh my God, this is not fair. It's a privacy and why do I have to show my statements to people about my money, something like that. Being Thai, being myself, this is what I always thought, because when Thai people travel to another country, we always have to show our bank statements to embassy. And also when we apply for the visa, we have to pay the fee. No matter we get a visa or not, we have to lose the fee. So this is Thai people always have this kind of problem. I don't know what to say is a problem or not, but my feeling like, I'm a good person. I just want to see your country and then come back to my country. Why do we have to show everything we have to prove that we are good people and then we will come back to our country? We always have to show our bank account to prove them that we have enough money to travel. Otherwise, we need to have like invitation letter from a person who stay in that country to invite us and then guarantee that they will take care of us. So this one will be your turn. I'm sorry, it's happened to you too, but I totally understand if you think it's not fair. I also feel the same when I travel to many countries in the world. If I'm not wrong, it's like even less than 20 countries in the world that Thailand can travel without having a visa. So mostly it's more in in Asia. That's all we can do. So the tourist visa for the short or long term, this one is in part of non-immigration visa, which is called TR code. So you may want it to find out later with the Thai embassy in your country. Like you can check like if you are allowed to come to Thailand with TR non-immigration visa or not. I wish you best luck. So when you travel to Thailand, when you fly, they also have quite strict when you are on the plane because they would require you to wear mask at all time. So wearing mask, if you don't do it, you will get fined. Not different from when you smoke on the plane. Is that kind of strict. So you got to have social distancing and also you have to wear mask at all the time. It's quite strict when you travel during the pandemic. So you may want to consider like if it's your time to travel or not. And if you come to Thailand, you have to accept the rules. And Thailand is very strict and include with what you need to have like insurance, 22 hours, fit and flight, COVID free, and everything. You need to prepare everything. So, and including when you arrive, you need to do a quarantine. But if you can't accept to do this, the rest of that you can travel Thailand freely. So all the information today is going to be done as what to say gazette. Gazette like a government gazette, something like that. And then after that, it's going to just go with the process with Ministry of the Foreign Affairs and also the Ministry of the Tourism and Sport. So this kind of detail you may have to follow up later. So this is just like some general information to let you know like what is going on to Thailand. And then in case you are looking forward to come back to Thailand for seeing a family, for traveling or anything like that, this is definitely starting to happen in October for real. So just in case some of you feel like, we're going to postpone again, it's not going to happen again, it's really going to happen. And slowly and slow but sure, But if you're not in a hurry, if I were you, I mean, I'm not in a hurry. If I were you, I would be the one who just observe first and see what's going on, because the first group, it must be a group who like you really have to come here. You're so rushed to come here and travel. But if you're not in a rush, you may wanted to let them just have it a try, with like what's going on, how to control everything. And once when Thai people, the government and the system and everything started to feel like very confident about how it is like to get people into the country, and after that I think it's going to be loosened and it's going to be like easier to come to Thailand, I believe. So if you believe like me, please be patient. You will definitely come back to Thailand. But at the moment, it's not easy time everywhere in the world as well. So, but however, Thailand need to open the country for economy. So I hope you understand as well. So this is it for me telling you today. And if you are appreciated with my information, please give me a thumb up. If you feel like you want to support my channel and you want to buy me a coffee, you can have a look how to buy me a coffee in this description. And again, I'm going to put the link of Thai post. And sorry, it's just only in Thai language, but in case it's useful for you, so you can have a look about extra detail about the non-immigration visa in the description as well. So if you have any idea or any comment, please feel free to just write. And for today, thank you so much for watching until the end, and I will see you next time. สวัสดีค่ะ